What's up, guys? I'm Red.
I'm Stunner Steve.
And welcome to another exclusive John Wrestling video. In today's video, we're both going to be fantasy booking John Cena's final 4 matches on his retirement tour. Let's get right into it.
All right, I'll let you start us off. Let's run it.
All right, so first it's important that we announce what dates John Cena has, where they are, and what they are, right? So, November 10th. Boston, Massachusetts.
Last time in his hometown.
Monday Night Raw. Then we go a week later, November 17th. Raw.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's got Cena written all over it. And then November 29th, Survivor Series.
War Games.
San Diego, California.
San Diego, I think you mean.
And then Saturday night's main event, Washington, D.C., December 13th, John Cena's final match. So we each fantasy booked them. We're going to let you know.
We have no idea what we booked.
Yeah, we haven't shown each other. Mine might be a little more realistic just because, I don't know, I was trying to be somewhat realistic. I don't know.
I didn't go crazy, but it's fantasy.
Yeah. This is just, I mean, I could book this a million different ways and, be happy with all of them. This is one of them I think personally could happen and would cook. So I guess we'll start it off. Monday Night Raw. This will be the next time that we see John Cena since
Crown Jewel. Mm-hmm.
November 10th, Boston. I have Cena in a tag team main event match alongside CM Punk going up against the Bronze of the Vision. I also have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar both kind of, I don't know if you would say returning, interfering into this match. But at the end of the day, we get Cena and Punk to tag together, and we get Cena and Braun Breaker in that ring. Cena and Bronson Reed in that ring. I think it would cook.
Okay, I like where you're going.
Fast forward a week, right? John Cena, that was a one-time thing, and in that picture of the War Game situation. Now he's got his eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship. Now I don't want Cena to just call his shot. There's going to be a number 1 contenders match for the main event. This is going to be Sheamus versus Rusev versus John Cena versus a returning Gunther.
Okay.
No disqualification, fatal 4-way match. I think this is going to cook. Cena has to win this match to become the number 1 contender to go up to War Games November 29th in the 619 against Dominic Mysterio. At War Games, he's going to beat Dominic Mysterio, and he's going to become Grand Slam champion by winning the Intercontinental Championship. Now, we won't see him for another 2 weeks, and this is going to be his last match. Now, this one took a lot, right? Because at this point, we're in Washington, D.C., and he has the Intercontinental Championship. Whoever beats him, this is going to be a title match, you know?
Yeah.
So
he's got to lose too, right? I mean,
he has to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what he would want. He wants to put somebody over, you know?
I agree.
And it's hard to say because, you know, Gunther doesn't really need it. As much as people say, you know, it's going to be Gunther and everything, and it would. That's why I have him getting in the ring with Gunther in the number 1 contender match, but I don't think he needs it, you know? I think the perfect person is Matt Cardona. Hear me out why here, okay?
Okay.
Matt Cardona has worked his ass off in the Indies, you know, just like Cody did from leaving WWE, going to the Indies. He's done everything, and now he's made his way to become an established star almost in TNA. He's been featured.
I mean, he's the indie god.
Yeah, he's the indie god. He's being featured, you know. He just made his NXT return, WWE return for the first time.
NXT debut, WWE return, yeah.
Yeah, first time in 5 years against Josh Briggs. So the WWE is open to working with him. He got an amazing pop.
Yeah.
I recently found out that John Cena and his wife go on double dates with Cardona and Chelsea quite frequently.
This is true, yeah. I saw that as well.
Everybody, including Cross and even John Cena, posted something about Cardona. I think this is the perfect time you bring him back. You get that pop. You get this match as a grown-up Zack Ryder against his friend and somebody he looked up to in John Cena, and you put Cardona over. He gets the IC championship, and it's WWE return.
So my question is it built to that, or is it just like a rant, like an open challenge almost?
So I think it'll be like I'm envisioning like an open challenge. You know, you don't know
Okay.
who it's going to be. Um, I feel like I'd like them to purposely rule out some other people on
Yeah.
TV somehow that aren't going to be there, like AEW stars or legend stuff. But yeah, that is how one of the ways I would book the retirement tour. John Cena rides off in the sunset.
Okay.
I'm interested
No,
to hear
no
yours.
peeksies, no peeksies.
All right.
So I will say mine was fairly similar, but also a little bit more Super Cena-y.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
aspect of November 10th at Boston, John Cena comes out, say goodbye, final time in Boston, and it's an emotional time. But he also, well, wants, he's got something to accomplish before he goes, and that's the Intercontinental Championship. We're going the same route here,
Okay.
and so that leads Dominic Mysterio to come out. They have a little verbal back and forth, blah blah blah, and that leads to Rusev actually coming out and
Mm.
saying he still believes that he's the rightful man to dethrone Dominic Mysterio, and we get a 30-minute Iron Man match, John Cena versus Rusev,
Wow.
for the number one contendership,
I
number one
like it.
contenders match for the Intercontinental
Okay.
Championship.
Okay.
John Cena obviously ends up winning. It was a banger. Puts Rusev over as great match.
Mm-hmm.
And we do can't forget Rusev and John Cena had some bangers back in
Yeah.
the day. So I felt like I had to mention him there, and you did as well. So fast forward a week.
And I didn't mention this in mine, but I just realized like this date here is his final Raw ever.
Yeah, this is the final Raw in Madison Square Garden. It's a big one.
November 17th.
A week after a grueling match against Rusev. Okay. John Cena once again comes out, says his goodbyes. Madison Square Garden is where he did a lot of his work.
Yeah, his last Raw. Big deal.
And, he starts talking about that Intercontinental Championship. And then Written in My Face hits.
Oh, okay. So you also have Sheamus on here.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So so we're going back to the old theme. They've talked about, bringing back old themes. And they brought it back once before, but
Yeah.
we want it back permanently. And so Sheamus walks out mentioning, how hard it has been to capture the IC title for himself. I mean, we all know the trials and tribulations that he's gone through since WrestleMania 38 to get that damn thing.
Yeah.
And he asks John as a friend, like, hey, I want you to put your contendership on the line for me as a friend and as a old rival. We remember
Yeah.
Sheamus having John Cena leaving a stretcher before.
Yeah.
In an old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
Oh.
And John Cena picks up the win heading into War Games.
Okay.
And so now we're in San Diego, November 29th, in War Games. Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena in a great match that showcases Dominic Mysterio's ability in the ring while still putting over Cena. And Rey Mysterio finally returns to cost Dom the title and help his old friend John
I like
become
it.
a Grand Slam
Yours is a
champion.
little more detailed than mine.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure Ray was there. When you had
I
the
thought
same
about
match,
adding Ray
I
in
was
there.
like, oh, if he mentions Ray, my shit's cooked. But you didn't. You didn't.
I thought about it, but I didn't.
Yeah. So then, he leaves champion. He's a Grand Slam champion.
Mhm.
Now going into Saturday night's main event, his final match. Tad predictable, but Cena needs to put over a young talent and who has shown promise, and he holds an open challenge. And that's, we did the same thing, an open
Yeah.
challenge. And one final time, who's it going to be? We leave it out, and then none other than Gunther
Okay.
answers the call, an attempt to gain back the title that he broke records with, and he adds Cena to the list of Hall of Famers that he's going to retire.
He becomes the new legend killer.
Yep. And so that's Goldberg and that's Cena that he's retired, and that's just
Both on
another.
Saturday night's main event.
And that's just another thing that Gunther can brag about. And then Gunther's the IC title holder, and Cena rides off into the sunset being a Grand Slam champion.
I like it.
I think I cooked, and I think you cooked. What do
Well,
you guys think?
Let us know in the comments what your predictions are, what your fantasy booking is for this John Cena retirement tour.
Did you think we cooked?
Yeah. Did we
it
cook?
suck?
Who did better? Let us know. Let us know. Obviously, we could do these all day. There's a ton of people. Everybody wants, Edge, Batista,
Jericho.
The Rock, Jericho. those 4 people right there, I would be honored if we just got one of them to face John Cena.
Yeah.
But we're being a little bit realistic. We're talking about people that are on the roster. At least Cardona is with WWE in a way.
We just saw him, yeah.
You know, so there are possibilities. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And if you guys enjoy this type of content, fantasy booking, be sure to let us know. We will for sure try to do more and more of it. We enjoy thinking about it. We enjoy posting it, and we enjoy getting to know what you guys want. So just let us know in the comments.
I'm Red.
I'm Stunna Steve.
As always,
Keep it exclusive.